Hello, it's another Sunday and I'm so excited to bring you Sonspiration. If you're watching for the first time, Sonspiration is inspiration from the Holy Bible. I am a speaker and a Christian, so every Sunday I just drop this on your timeline just to inspire you for the week. In the month of September, we have been talking about transformation, which is a topic that is so close to my heart. And every time I even hear that word, it gets me really excited. And I've been reading from Romans, that's from the Holy Bible, Romans chapter 12 verses 1 and 2. And it talks powerfully about transformation. In those two verses, I've been extracting different topics and I've been sharing with you across the month of September. And I think I'm loving this topic so much, and I think we're going to go and cross over into October on this same topic. So just prepare and get ready and just keep enjoying them. I love you can comment, let me know what you think and how you feel about these conversations. We started off talking about mercy, and I mentioned two main things talking about mercy. Number one, mercy was about God forgiving you. When you start your transformational journey, when you realize and say to yourself, I don't like where I am, I need to move on, I need to go somewhere. And remember, change is from inside to the outside, and that is where transformation comes in. First, you're going to realize that God has forgiven you. That change might have cost you because of the things you've done in the past, but I want to encourage you that God has forgiven you. As God has had mercy on you, you need to have mercy on yourself. Stop driving forward, staring at the rear mirror, letting all the things in the past hold you down. You have to have mercy on yourself and let go so you can move forward. Secondly, I spoke about sacrifice. I know you might be wondering, Victor, what is sacrifice if you haven't watched it from last week? Sacrifice is when you let go of something valuable for something more desirable. So it's not a sacrifice if it hasn't cost you anything. If it didn't cost you any pain, it's not a sacrifice. And God says you should come to Him as a living sacrifice. When something is dead, you can't sacrifice it. It's gone. And that's why God is saying, come to Him as a living sacrifice, which means letting go of something valuable, something you're holding so close to yourself, but you know is not going to help you on your transformational journey. It's about letting go of it and stepping in to getting something more desirable. I push on to number 3 today, which I will now be reading the verse for you, which is Romans chapter 12 verses 1 and 2, and then we will share the third one. Therefore, I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. That was Romans chapter 12 verses 1 and 2 from the Holy Bible. As I spoke about sacrifice last week, I take you one step further into the sentence that says we shall offer ourselves as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. Holy and pleasing to God. And it says that is your spiritual act of worship. So I know I spoke about sacrifice. I spoke about it being valuable. And I spoke about you heading out to get something more desirable. But apart from it being valuable, it has to be holy and also pleasing to God. But what I want to focus on now is the part of worship. It says it's your spiritual act of worship. And from worship, I just want to pull two things out. In your journey of transformation, God has had mercy on you. You have made sacrifices. The next step is worship. What is worship? For me personally, I believe it's two powerful things. And the first one is surrender. When you worship someone, when you worship something, you absolutely surrender to it. It's about adoring it, loving it, caring for it. And that's why I say the first one is surrender. When you surrender everything to God on your transformational journey, there's a limit in which we can do as human beings. And true transformation only comes when God has worked on you personally. So this is a point where you need to surrender in an act of worship, to surrender to Him, and He will take you through that journey. Because the act of transformation is from the inside, God created you, and so He knows what is best for you. And that's why He is the one that knows how to bring true transformation to you. But it's up to you to say, Father, I surrender myself to you. I need to get to the other side. I need to carry on my transformational journey. And He will give you the strength, because the tough times will come. But if you don't surrender everything to Him, He will give you the strength to push through right to the end. After you've surrendered, the next stage is to submit to Him. You have let go, just you have surrendered everything to Him. Next stage is to submit to Him. And submission now will mean for you to say, God, do your will. Do what you want to do. I want to do what you want me to do in this world and not what I want to do. This is about His will for you. You've surrendered your life to Him and you've submitted to say, use me for your glory. So I want to encourage you on the transformational journey. First, you have to have mercy. Secondly, you have to make a sacrifice. Third, you'll have to worship Him, which is your spiritual act. I want to encourage you this week as you face whatever you're facing, whatever you're doing, remember, God is waiting for you to surrender to Him and to submit all to Him, and He will guide you through your transformational journey. Have a great week. Stay blessed. I love you all.